Hey Brandon, so this is my screen here. I have been working on a website, just a little something just to find out how to connect the website to a database and get the website to display data on another page. So this is like the beginning of building a dynamic website. So anyway, so this is the first web page. And this is the database. So look here, the first name in the database is mine. The last name is Travasto Trevoli. And I got a bunch of names in here from when I've been testing my database. So it starts like this. I have these two entry points here on a form on an HTML page. And if I press send, but I don't put any data in it, then it displays this message. You need to enter the following data, first name and last name. This is just like on a form when you're trying to apply for something and you have to enter the information. So you can see here, I'm going to put in Brandon in the first name, and I'm going to put Brenton, no, put, Brent in the last name. And so it pops up member entered. So I go over here to my next web page, and as you see, the last name is mine, but I'm going to refresh that and you're going to see the data that I just entered pop up. So you see Brandon Brent. So how did that happen? How do I get information on one web page to pop up on the other, just as if a person's name would go from being entered on Facebook when they sign up to being on their page when they actually have an account? Well, it all starts here in the database. This is PHP MyAdmin. This is a PHP based database that allows your website to communicate with it once you create one, and your PHP code will actually communicate with SQL or MySQL. So the way this all works, it all starts here with the code. So the page that actually had the form on it where you entered the first name and last name, that was this page, add member. So there's this HTML code here. Input is the first little box, and the first name and then last name. Input was for the second box. And so just to give you an idea how this works, when I put in input, that means that this information, the value that I put into this form right here, this is my input, will actually go into the database under the first name category. This is exactly what would happen on a server. You see, this is a server, but it's a server running on my computer. So I put in that name earlier, Brandon Brent. Let me refresh this so you can see Brandon Brent pop up. Give me just a second. So you see Brandon Brent was actually in my database. So the gist of what I'm saying is, when I put in information here, T on a website, just like any website in the world, I send it just like it happens when you use your computer all the time, and it goes straight to my database with the code that I use to connect to the database. This is my database connection code. I use that to send the information from there to here, and so that when somebody wants to see my website, to see the first names and last names of the members on my site, they can easily come in here and just see what's going on. This is not the best screencast in the world. Probably could have been a little bit more succinct, and this could have been shorter, but hopefully this strikes your intrigue. And if you're trying to find out a good tutorial to teach you how to do this, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and type in Derek Benass XAMPP. XAMPP is the software that I use to get a virtual server on my computer. So in this, he installs XAMPP and he walks you through.
To show you how we created our amazing new website with
Hold on.
Wix. Now we know that having a great website is crucial because when we look,
He walks you through XAMPP and he shows you how to make that little site that I just made and to test your database connection. And you can go from here to creating all sorts of things. And I hope you will. All right. Talk to you in a bit.